starting off again with the animal deck today. The first card I pulled is Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. Source is saying for us to give generously. As you do that, you will also be blessed. So in giving, you will be blessed. But Source wants us to be sure that we are not doing that in the mindset of I give so I can get back. We should stay away from that mindset and instead just be willing to give from the overflow of how we're feeling, of the abundance that we are, that we own, that we have, that we are able to share with others, just whatever form that takes, whether that is in physical help to someone, or if that's in a relationship way and that you're loving and being supporting of someone. The next card is Seahorse Spirit. Watch and wait. We need to stay calm, watch, and observe. Don't be tempted to give in to the drama that is everywhere. There is so much drama in personal lives, in the country, in so many things that are going on right now. This card is reminding us that there are many different ways to look at something. There are many different angles and viewpoints, and Source is encouraging us to look at things from all sides at all times, so you can have a more well-rounded view and mindset, and be careful to that you're not looking at a situation from your own projections, from your own shadow side, from the things that you struggle with and the traumas that you've experienced. They can be easily projected outward onto other situations, and we're encouraged to make sure we're not doing that we're being mindful of our own biases and the like. And really in keeping with the same theme is Dove Spirit, which is be peace. How do we be peace? There are just so many things that can be distracting us. Just the dramas that I was referring to can be big distractions. Don't buy into them. Look at things from the mindset of peace. Sometimes we might have to choose to just not agree with someone and be fine with the fact that we don't agree. It's okay to not agree with everybody. It's okay to say, I don't agree with you, and just say, that doesn't mean we have to agree. And think of yourself as in a nice, warm, comfortable nest. There may be things going on around you in your tree, squirrels fighting, birds fighting, but you're just warm and comfortable in your nest, being at peace. Alright, now I pulled from my standard tarot deck that I own, and we got pairs of cards. My first pair is the Nine of Swords with the Nine of Cups. I'm seeing very much balance and yin-yang through this reading with these cards. The Nine of Swords tells me that we were in a place of deep pain, unhappiness, stress, but we're leaving that now. That's the Nine of Swords. We're leaving this pain, stress, and unhappiness behind, and we're moving into the Nine of Cups, which is our efforts are paying off. Dreams are coming true. It's all good news. Success is coming in. Our cups are full. And the next pair that I pulled was the Tower in reverse, as well as the Three of Swords in reverse. Again, another pairing. The Tower is telling us that we were in this dark place, needing to transform our pain and change and grow and learn. I feel like another additional thing from Source about the Tower is just kind of a warning to be careful that we aren't doing things in a way where we're gripping tightly to a specific expectation of where we're going or what our life is going to look like. Yes, manifest. Yes, believe in good that's to come. but be careful you're not holding too tightly to a very specific wanted outcome, because you may be surprised. It may be completely different than what you're thinking, but it could be more amazing, more wonderful than what you're realizing. And then the Three of Swords in reverse is talking about how we've healed emotional pains, our grief that we were sitting in. I know I was working through a lot of grief this past season. It's clearing out. The storm clouds are clearing. We are becoming more emotionally stable, and emerging stronger than we've ever been before. And we've forgiven things in the past, which were kind of a important part to moving forward and being joyful. And like, that doesn't mean you're necessarily forgiving a specific person. It could be an event, a thing, and it's like, now that you've reached that understanding, you're not caught up in it anymore. You've forgiven it, and you're moving on, and you're moving forward into the good that is to come. Okay, so now I pulled from the Work Your Light deck, and the first card I got was Don't Dim to Fit In. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? This is a common theme in my life, and maybe in yours too. It's easy to get caught up in what other people want of us, and Source wants us to be fully ourselves at all times. Flowers don't bloom and then see someone they don't like and then close their petals back up as the person walks by. No, they bloom to share their beauty with the world, regardless of who appreciates them or not. They're just there because they want to share their beauty. And that's what Source is telling us, is share your beauty. Don't dim. Think on it. Really examine yourself. Make sure you aren't still trying to put yourself in a box that you don't belong in. Be free. Be yourself. The more you do it, the more others are inspired to be themselves. The next card I pulled was the No card. I asked Source about why we got the No card, and Source's response was, sometimes you need to wait for something instead of it being an actual no. Sometimes we need to wait for more clarity and more understanding, but for the most part, Source told me this no is a reinforcing of this card, which is say no to being dimmed. Say no when you feel tempted to shrink yourself. Say no when others are trying to force you to shrink yourself. Stand tall, stand proud. Be yourself. Last but not least, manifesting deck. I got the card Between Worlds. Work with Source to heal your blocks and uncover deeper truths. I heard Source say that we need to work out and work on, our blocks to heal, uncover, and understand deeper truths about ourselves. It's not always what you want to hear, that, oh, I might have some more blocks, I might have some more things that are standing in my way from being my full self. And all the time, we're never perfect, we're never arrived, we're always growing, we're always learning. And that's nothing to be afraid of or disappointed in. See growth as a positive and encouraging thing, not as a frustrating and daunting thing. Shine that bloom out for all to see, loud and proud.